All right, I'm here with Raf Zamora. How are you doing, Raf?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fine. Hey, can you tell us about the PowerEdge C2100 that we just announced today?
This guy right here? Absolutely.
Well, let's take a look.
Yeah, so C2100, we announced this today here in San Francisco. And if you guys are looking at this video, there's other videos, so please check them out. One of the great things about this product is it actually has a complementary product called the C1100. If you like the C1100 in the other video, imagine that little discussion I had about that great system board. Take that system board design into a 2U platform. So in a 2U platform, what does that give me? It gives me greater real estate. And within that real estate, what I'm able to do is provide you a very high performance analytics cloud type of platform. In addition to that, it's a great storage server. So let me show you some of the mechanicals. So this right here, you see the entire front is loaded with hard drives. And these hard drives that you see is in a 3.5-inch drive form factor. That's the mechanical right there, right? So a lot of the use cases I see here is people say, hey, I really want a very optimized, very dense storage platform. People put 2 terabyte drives. Right, so in 2 terabyte drives times 12, I get to 24 drives very, very easy. It also has another permutation of disks. So imagine if I were to take 2.5-inch drives, how would that look? If I were to take 2.5-inch drives, it stacks like books on a shelf all the way across, and I'm able to put 24 drives. Right? That's another one that's a little bit later on in the release, but it's still part of this family. Let me put this to the side here. Let's take a peek inside that machine. Okay, so remember I said it's the same board? Absolutely. It just looks a little different. Why? Because there's this little cowling or shroud there. Underneath the shroud is basically the RAM, 18 DIMM sticks. There's 2 sockets, one of the actual processors you see here. All right. Actually, to get a better view is I'll have to lift up this little cage here. And this little cage, what it actually does is it allows me, like on a little stand-up riser here, to have 2 expansion slots. There's 1 card already in there. And here's another empty slot that you could put another card of your choice. There's a better view of the microprocessor there. That's the actual heat sink. Like what I said, there's 2 of them. The pretty cool thing about this, besides all these bells and whistles, how it differs to the other machine, is this little reservation. If you could just peek over here, hey, what's this empty spot here with all this rubberized components? That's a great tray or a platform that I could actually put 2 additional drives. A lot of people like to put, a couple lightweight drives there, or maybe a couple solid-state drives there. It's a great way for me to segment, production versus non-production traffic. From regards to a disk I/O perspective, I could put like an OS drive here and a bunch of disk repositories up in front. Great option for you. You get 2 slots. Let's take a peek at the back here. All right. Dual power supplies. It stacks up one right on top of each other. Here's one. Here's the other. Very similar to the other video that we have online here is that 2 production NICs there, Koala, a service port, a couple USB, and this little thing here was what I pulled out. Right, that's the cage that the actual PCI Express cards will plug into, and that's where it actually that's the mating point for it. C2100.
Excellent. Very cool. And so as you said, uses for this would be things like data analytics as well as a good foundation for cloud solutions.
Oh yeah, I mean, so some of the cloud solutions in mind is when people really want these abstracted storage cloud models, right, in which they're really metriced at a certain level of compute storage, things like cost per gig, or the ability to take these very discrete systems and concatenate them into one big storage pool. Excellent platform for it.
Excellent. Raf, thanks so much.
Bye.